for you urbanites, this here is a little tough. Most of the places you see me go into, any one of you can go into, is pretty easy. But venturing this is a little bit different. And even though that I'm not wearing the best of shoes, I'm only wearing these Crocs, big Crocs. It might be a little much out here for Crocs, but most of that stuff I can go through barefoot just fine, or wear my Crocs just fine. But it's a little rough waters out here. Now I see those guys in some of the videos, and I see those guys, and they go get all these top high-tech or hiking boots and you know, outdoor rugged type boots, and the funny thing is, most of it I do out here in my Crocs. But this one's a little different story. I wouldn't attempt this with like flip-flops. And I'm kind of leery about wearing my Crocs through here, because you see how deep the grass is, and I'm going to go way over there, so it's kind of treacherous. Not, should I say treacherous, bad, it can be done, and I've done it before, but right now, because of this growth, I'm taking Mr. Machete with me, right? Advice, if you guys are going to be doing this, is the tool you all should have, just to kind of feel your way through, like so. Because you don't know what might be hiding in that grass there. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing with this. But I'm bold and tough. I can go through here. But yeah, I see videos of these guys going out the woods, and they have the axe, and they have the knife, and they have their whatever, their survival tool, right? It's like a, you know, a large knife is their survival tool. But something like that, right? This machete, that will get you good survival out here, because you can do all kinds of stuff with this thing. You can cut branches, you can cut down trees, you can cut your firewood, you can do so many uses out here for survival. This is what I would carry if I need to survive out here. Right, now that I have carved out my trail through here, basically it's just that brush, and I worry about the brush for like snakes at foot level, or big chuck holes, or logs that I can't see. So I just don't feel like getting trip over a log and busting my face or something on the ground. So that's some of the dangers, is just trying to take my machete and knock the brush down so I can start a trail. And every year it grows up like this. You see all the growth here, right? This is where I would like to have my shed, the cabin, actually. Just put it right here. I would love to have it right here, because I could just make more of a pathway over here, and I could just walk down and come into it. But this is kind of where I'd like to. There's only one dilemma about this. We're kind of downhill, and this whole area, like in some serious thunderstorms, this whole area will flood out. It'll get really, really saturated. That's the only downside about doing that here, is just that it gets flooded out. Because all that water coming down there is going down to this creek. This here is my second stealth camp spot. Or should I say camping spot. Is this tree right here. That's a good live tree right there. And that tree right there, that main big one right there, that's a good live tree. And I have ratchet straps and good cords and tree rope that I hung my hammock right here in my hammock tent. So I had my hammock tent set up here. I have a canopy that comes over here, and I'd knock all this brush down some. As you can see, I've cut down some through here. There's a hole from one of my posts that I had. So, and I've had this all clear. This is all growth from this summer, or should I say the spring. But I had it all kind of flattened out, and all this vegetation out of here, just so it'll kind of make it more like a campground. And I might even do that probably next weekend. It's supposed to rain this weekend, but next weekend is looking like it might be nice and sunny. I might just do that this weekend, come down here and camp just for the fun of it. But but maybe not. Who knows? I mean, I gotta play it by the weather here for my hammock situation, because not that I'm worried about getting wet as it's raining, but what I worry about if it's raining a lot and that rainwater sees the creek right here coming up. This water, this is the other reason why I would want to put my hammock tent here. My shed, the cabin right there. So I could, in essence, like have a hydro generator through this. Because believe it or not, it actually gets pretty good current through here. And I could set up a hydro generator. And a small hydro would probably bring enough current to keep me nothing but constant, steady power and large wattage in my tiny home. And most of this water I could probably drain off for using like gray water. I probably filter it clean enough to be for like showers and bathroom and for like growing a garden and stuff out here. But not for drinking, you know, potable water. But it'd be good enough for planting gardens and whatnot. Because up the hill here, there's a cattle area, a cattle farm. And most likely this is basically with cow pee in it, basically. So that's why I don't want to drink it. But it would be great for other purposes. Like, you know, I can filter it just fine. It'll be just fine being filtered.